Yes, good people, welcome back to the Guitar Manifesto channel, and today we have got something pretty cool to work on. It is a 2009 Squier Standard Jagmaster II. Now, there's been quite a few incarnations of the Jagmaster, and I think the Jagmaster II are pretty darn sweet. These are 24-inch scale. You've got two Seymour Duncan designed humbucking pickups in a black finish. Older body, and yeah, this one's been a bit used and abused. I picked this up recently on Facebook Marketplace. I've actually bought two of these from two different sellers. Now, the first one I picked up in Cambridge and I paid £150 for that. That is pretty minty fresh. This one I got a few days later. I got this from Skegness, again off Facebook Marketplace for 150 quid, but she's a little bit beat up on this one. She's got a few dings on the body where the previous owner was an old guy. He said he dropped a guitar on it and yeah, caused a bit of carnage. But yeah, in terms of what needs doing on this, it's got a bit of rust on the screws, bit of patina. The fingerboard's a bit worn out. The headstock has aged nicely. On the maple there, it's gone a little bit of a darker shade, which I think looks pretty darn cool. But these are sweet guitars. To be fair, it doesn't need a lot doing to it. The tremolo has been hardtailed where somebody's screwed the claw right in, which is cool with me because I don't really use the wiggle stick on Strats anyway. So what I want to do is take the strings off, just check out the action, the neck relief, the intonation, that kind of stuff. Put some fresh 10 gauge strings on because the strings on there at the minute are pretty rusty and pretty gnarly, and I think we could put a bit of nourishment back into the fingerboard. The frets on it, yeah, she's got a little bit of wear, especially around the main chords, the cowboy chords. But yeah, this one's definitely got a bit of character to it, and once we get it all set up, adjust the pickup heights, things like that, I think this will sound pretty darn sweet. Right, so I think the first job we need to do is remove the old strings, and I'm going to down tune them before I start cutting them, because if you cut them with the strings fully tuned up, you can shock the neck and the truss rod and cause a bit of damage. So always make sure you're slacking your strings off. And so they're all done. Might as well remove the wiggle stick because I don't really use that, especially not on a Strat style tremolo system, which the Jagmaster has got. Right, and then we need to get these out. There's one. Yeah, God knows how long these strings have been on. They are not in the best of shape. Well, I've got my little cat in here. I think she wants to get out, so I'll get these strings off and then release, tackle the cat into the wild. Alright, so next job is just remove remaining strings from the bridge. Now sometimes if you get strings that are stuck, get one of your thicker strings and try and wiggle that through the hole there. You should be able to push the string back out because the little ball gets caught up in the back of the tremolo block. Cool, that one's in tight. Just that one in the middle. There you go. We got it. All strings out, and then you can just pull them out from the little holes there, or if they get caught up, just take this back plate off. But like I say, that claw's been screwed all the way up, so I don't really need to remove that. Okay, so for curiosity's sake, I'm going to take the pick guard off, have a little look underneath, This guitar is 15 years old now, so we're not sure if anything's been done over the course of time. So yeah, it's going to get all these screws out and then we'll delve a little deeper under the hood. So we're down to the last screw. Now these screws, like I say, they are quite rusted up on the top. Now I could replace these with minty fresh ones, but you know what, the pickups, the pole piece is a bit rusted around the toggle switch, around the output jack. We'll just keep it as is for the patina of the guitar. And we know our part is all original, so let's have a little look under there. Okay, so yeah, that is all factory fresh under there. You got your Duncan designed pickups. Well, we got HB 103s, so neck and bridge. I'm pretty sure these are a clone of the Seymour Duncan JB SH4. Look, you've got the full size pots there. Don't say the values on them, but I'll guess they're 500k. It's got the original toggle switch. We've got some, yeah, little tiny cap on it, and the pickups are even got the wire in, so you can do split coiling if that's what you want to do. But yeah, I'm happy under there. The routing, you could even stick another humbucker in the middle there or something. Yeah, she's all good. Cobwebs in there. Taco's come to have a look. What are you doing, pushcat? But yeah, no, I'm happy with that under there. I think I'll give it a wipe down as well while I'm cleaning all this up. But yeah, that looks pretty sweet to me. Right, let's start cleaning it up a bit. I don't think you're going to like the smell of this, cat. There you go. So this is the Gibson guitar polish that I got with a Squier Jaguar probably about a year and a half ago. There's a cloth there. She's certainly got a few years worth of grime on it. On the body. I'm not going to go too mad with shining this up, because like I say, she's got a fair bit of patina, so we'll try and lock some of that goodness in, but generally just give her a little bit of a shine up. So I'm just giving the pickguard a bit of a wipe down. This is a white 3-ply pickguard that is aged a little bit now. It's gone more of an off-white, almost cream colour, which looks pretty darn awesome. Now this I'm going to keep completely standard because I think they're better that way. Don't get me wrong, these are a good modding platform. It's nice to see them. Especially the price of these nowadays. It's nice to see them minty fresh. Right, that's the body done. I'm going to screw the pickguard back on. And the cat's at the door again, whining to come in. Oh yeah, I'll screw this on, flip it over, clean the back, and then we'll start working on this fingerboard. Because yeah, there is a bit of fretware on that. And definitely looks very dried out. Okay, so before we start some lemon oil on the neck. I just want to wipe down the fingerboard with some baby wipes. Now don't worry, the water's not going to damage the fingerboard. If anything, it will help put a bit of moisture back into the wood fibres. But this is a good way of getting all the ground in finger juice off the fingerboard. She is dirty. So it's going to give that a few passes. And do the headstock as well over there. These tuners need tightening down as well, they're all loose. Yeah, headstock not too bad, it's just more the initial dirt on the fingerboard. Like I say, human finger juice, sweat, all that DNA, all embedded in there. Lovely. Nice. I'll give the other side of the neck a go as well. No doubt there's going to be quite a bit of DNA in there as well. Yeah, not too bad. Right, and give that a wipe down. Get them out of the way. And I will go and wash my hands in a sec, because that was nasty. And get the fine sanding sponge to wipe them frets down a bit. Say there is a bit of fret wear on this, so we'll just go with how it is. The worn in plain vibe. No sharp frets. Maybe a little bit there. 45-degree angle, and that smooths them frets off. Right, it's looking good. And before I go and wash my hands, I'm going to put some lemon oil on this, and this is going to definitely take a few coats, because this is dried out big time. Yeah, the other Jagmaster I've got is a 2004, but it is minty fresh. It's got a new set of strings on. It's just the tremolo is set up like a floating tremolo, so all I need to do on that other one is screw the screws in on the claw. That should bring the tremolo plate back down, and then adjust the action. Cat's meowing away, but yeah, for that I probably won't do a video on that one. Oh, let me let this cat back in. What are you meowing at? Come on. She's back. But yeah, I think what I'll do with the two guitars is, because obviously making videos is an expensive hobby, I'll probably flip one, make a bit of money on it, and sort of kind of pay for the other one. So basically I get a free guitar out of two. I'll probably end up keeping this one, to be fair, and sell the minty fresh one, because these are getting quite hard to find now at a reasonable price. I have seen quite a few on Marketplace, like cheap guitars, but they're always miles away. So anybody out there keeps saying, how do I get all these bargains? Well, these are up for a long time. These two that I bought were advertised for quite a while, so I gave everybody a fair chance before I swooped in and got a sweet deal. I think this one was actually up originally for £250, as was the other one. I think the other one was up for £280 originally, but you know, worked them down and got a nice price on them. But if you're interested in the other one, I'm probably going to stick that up for £350 on eBay or something. Obviously fees, shipping. And if you want to judge me for buying guitars cheap and selling them on, I think you really need to look at yourself. So that's how the world rolls. Because I do get people sending me stupid messages like that at times. Not that I care, it's water for ducks back. But yeah, that's just my take on it. Right, that's nicely oiled up. We got a happy cat strolling around looking for wildlife. And yeah, I'm going to let that soak in for 5 minutes. Probably going to have to come back, do another coat. I've actually done the headstock and the back of the neck as well, because it just works nice like that. So yeah, I'm going to go and get rid of all the DNA, and yeah, I'll be back. So we left that for a good 10 minutes to soak in, and yeah, it's looking better. I reckon it could still look a bit more better, so we're going to give it another coat. It's going to wipe down the neck and the headstock. Yeah, that's looking a little bit darker. Let's give it another whirl. Probably not as much this time. And let that absorb in again. Lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly. Sweet. And while we're down here, we're going to tighten these tuners up. Always check these. The little nuts on them, they tend to work themselves loose and cause tuning issues. That one is mega loose. Now it could have been like this from the factory. They tighten them up, you know, going to ship, lorries, vans, hot, cold weather, humidity, dry air, and then stuff like this works itself loose. So this is probably never tuned up very good. Anywho, sweet, and then yeah, they're tight. That's cool. So just going to let this lemon oil do its thing, and we'll put the strings on. Oh, actually, we'll check see how straight the neck is first. Just shining up the tuners. Beautiful. Right, that's looking better now. Shiny. Nice. Right, so let's get the straight edge on it now. And wow, she is perfect. Perfectly straight. That's good with me. So we're going to proceed to put some strings on. We're going with some Ernie Ball regular slinkies, 10 to 46 gauge strings. So I always start with the low E. Now, I was saying in my previous video, these strings are off eBay, and it's like 3 packs for like £7 or £8. So I'm not sure if they are legit any balls, but that price you can't moan. I'll put a link in the description. So we got modern style tuners, so I like about that much slack, and we go round, under, lock it in, kink it over, and then tighten her up with a string winder because it's easier. And then do all 6. Don't cut these just yet, just make sure you stretch your strings out, you've set your action, set your string height and all that, you know, intonation, then chop these off after. Just in case the string moves and it slips under where it's locked in, but yep, I'm just going to do the rest of these now. Okay, so it's setup time. I've just been tuning the strings up, I need to stretch them out now. So make sure you do that. That was in an E and that went down to C sharp. So I'm going to keep stretching that out. So that's gone to D sharp. Then just keep stretching them until it holds tune. Not far off. Wiggle it just past the nut as well. But yep, I'm going to go through, sort them out, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, now we're on to neck relief. So capo on the 1st fret, and then you want one of these string ruler gauges, or you can use feeler gauges, but these are pretty decent. They're only a few quid on like Amazon, eBay. So on the 8th fret, you want to take your measurement. So you need to put where the body meets the fingerboard, so the 1st fret there, and on your 8th fret you want to measure 0.03. so we are way off. So I need to adjust the truss rod accordingly. We need to get a bit more of a bow in it, and then once we get that, we can move on to string height. But always make sure in between each measurement, to tune it back up. Well, this has taken pretty much a whole turn. I think we're about there. Yeah, that should do nicely. So now we can adjust the string height. So obviously between each job, make sure you tune it back up. Okay, so now I've done that, I did check the string height before, and yeah, we're not far off, to be fair. Before, this was like the strings were touching the fingerboard. So okay, so low E, we're on 1.5, that's cool. I want 1.5 on the bass strings, 1.25 on the treble strings. So on the A string we're on 1, so that needs to come up. D string we're on 125, that needs to come up. G string 1, 1, and then 125. So yeah, most of these need tweaking around with. Raise them up. So to adjust the string height, you've got like your Strat style tremolo, you've got these saddles with 2 screws on. You need to make sure when you raise it up that you keep the saddle in line with the body. So what you need to do is raise it up and just make sure you adjust both screws accordingly so that saddle stays flat. Then once you get the right height, move on to the next one. So I'm going to go through all these, sort that out, and then we'll go on to intonation. Okay, so I'm just double checking all the measurements. And we're pretty much there. Just make sure this is all tuned back up. I just had a quick play with this and it does feel pretty good. Considering there is a bit of fret wear on it, it's set up quite nicely. Yep, that's good. Right, intonation. Let's just check that. Yeah, it needs a little bit of a tweak. So to adjust the intonation on the back of the saddles, you've got these screws. What you want to do is play your open string and then the octave on the 12th fret. Check that as well, and then you need to get them in tune together. So always make sure you've got your open string tuned up. Check the 12th fret, the octave. Make sure that is in tune. If it needs adjusting, adjust that screw so the saddle moves in or out accordingly. Again, check it in between adjustments and then go for all 6 of them, and that's your intonation done. So I'm just going to sort that out and then we'll move on to pickup height. Alright, time to snip the strings now. Just be careful not to cut the string next to it, because that won't be fun. Cool. She is clean cut. Well, pickup selector's upside down, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Well, that's a job for next time. So bridge is up. No scratchy pots. So for pickup height, basically what I do is I'll have the bridge pickup as high as it will go before it starts magnetising, where it starts, you know, pulling against the string. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Maybe I'll down a little bit on the treble side. So normally I'll have the pickup sitting a little bit up towards the treble strings, but that's just a little bit too high. Lower that down a bit, but this bridge pickup is a lot louder than the neck one, so we need to raise the neck pickup up. So basically what you're doing is just balancing out the sound when you flick between. Bridge is miles louder. So I'll keep raising this neck until we get quite an even sound, but again make sure it sits a little bit higher on the treble side. Simple as that. That's good enough. That's a pain in the backside. I might be able to manipulate it. I'll probably have to just undo this corner, undo it, and I can reach in and sort it out, but we'll sort that out for another day. Okay, so that's neck. Both. Bridge. Sounds pretty good. We're going for the Line 6 workshop amp, so this ain't the best sounding amp, but I reckon let's try something a little bit dirty. So we're going to start with the neck. Bridge. Right, so bridge with a bit of reverb. That sounds pretty darn dope on that bridge pickup, but yep, she is all up and running. 2009, crafted in China, Squier Jagmaster II. I paid £150 for, and I think I might keep hold of this. Like I say, I've got two of these at the minute. The other one don't need as much work, but yeah, we definitely brought this back to life. And again, it's set up really nice. I do like the feel of them frets on these, and that fingerboard is silky smooth. So yeah, I think that'll be a win on that one. So let me know what you think to that in the comment section below. But yeah, I think that'll do for today. So enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, the Guitar Manifesto. And I'm going to have a little bit more of a jam of this, and I'll catch you soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.